Incoming fund transfer. Psyarth. Patriarchy.
Thanks for your help.
Entering system. Fires of defeat. Entering system. Argus Ravine. Entering Arcus Ravine 16. Katana.
Captain?
Entering system. Art of acrimony. Cobra.
Slave Trader 2, the first mission towards split freedom.
Entering system. Arcus Ravine. Autopilot engaged. Autopilot disengaged. Entering Arcus Ravine. 24. Buffalo.
Testing, testing. There we go. It should be working now. Wow, OBS for the film. And so when I reset my card, my apologies, but when I reset my card, for my, because I just got a 4080, the card must have reset a lot of stuff because OBS was not capturing the input from my mic. So my apologies. Yeah, I think so. Rather unfortunate. That means I've been talking to myself this whole time. Awesome. Which would explain a lot. But I think I have to actually like fly over to this ship since I can't land on it.
Turret. Shield generator.
But yeah, no, it's good to be back. Yeah, I don't know, since you probably didn't hear me before, what I was saying was that I was basically just enjoying the 4080 and spending some time with a couple friends before next grad course stuff.
You outside for minor maintenance. Take bombs.
Set up.
And Bob, you go and
Use spacesuit. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm on it right now, but. Yeah. Spending some time with a friend. You know, just being there for him and enjoying time until. Because I got till the 20th, and I've had some pretty heavy classes coming up. So, anatomy, yeah, some pretty crazy stuff that I'm not looking forward to. Well, I am, because it brings me a step closer to doing what I'll be doing, but yeah.
Cargo drone.
Actually can make it. Pink.
Good job, Ricky.
Rookie. Talking to you, lady. Yeah, it is, Rob. It is really worth it. Yeah, I'll tell you why. So, Look up DLSS. I mean, your 3090 is good, right? So it's not like you need more than that. Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that, Mama. Yeah, it was the friggin' Didn't I throw a bomb on this guy already, or what's going on here? I'm pretty sure I bombed these dudes up. Wait, oh, they have to go back into the ship. Chat for a minute and look over. Yeah, I'm trying to. The chat I have to use on the tablet. If I were to use the other one, which I refuse to do, it's like over the top, retarded, arcadey stuff that I don't. That's not me, man. It's like super chat, donate here. It's like just plastered everywhere, and it was the only overlay I could find. It's not like I looked too hard, being honest. I didn't look really hard. I will look. It'll give me something to do tonight. I'll look to see if I can't find. I was trying to get Chat Ninja to work, and it just was a little bit messed up. But yeah. But anyways, yeah. Getting back to the 4080, the 3000 series. Oh jeez. Okay, lady. So the 3000 series of cards are using DLSS 2.2 or something weird like that. I don't know. And 3.0 is huge. Like I can't even express to you how much of a difference it is. Like I don't know if you can tell from the video quality here. Like I don't know what I'm pulling. This has been off. Like it's not even saying right now. My GPU is working. That's not even right. There's no way. Well, I mean, it's saying I'm pulling 70 some frames per second with the GPU. Yeah, that's probably about right. That doesn't seem to be too spot on. Just to let you know, I don't know if you guys could see it in the upper corner. Let me see my feed. I'll look. Yeah, you guys can't see my video overlay. So right now it's telling me my GPU is working at 36% average with a 70 frames per second round out. And the reason being is, okay, so to get back to the 4080 and the 4000 series and the 3000. 3000 uses 2.2, 4000 uses the new DLSS 3. And it's not like a software upgrade, it's actually the tech. So the die cast is smaller. It uses a vapor chamber around the GPU, which makes your card run. I mean, it was a space heater playing with like 3080, right? Which I'm sure, like Rob, you gotta tell me. I mean, I'm sure with you, you're feeling the effects, right? Like the 3080 kicks on, it's like you don't. It could be winter and your room's heated up, and I don't have anything like that. It's ridiculous how cool this card runs. So it's in heat. Heat is the detrimental to the lifespan of any electronic. So that tells me, like, you know, yeah, it's worth it, dude. It's super worth it. And it's just
Ready to engage.
wait, arrival. Okay, so I'll just stand up here. But it's definitely worth it. It's amazingly, it's like silky smooth from the 3080 to the 4080. So it wouldn't be as quite dramatic, I think, for you. But my 3080, everything now is like silky, buttery, smooth, like super nice. Yeah, it's I mean a massive increase. We're talking like, okay, so I was playing Tarkov with my buddy earlier because I got a PvE mode down on it. And I think I would put like 20-30 frames per second in my same with this game, and my GPU would be running at like almost max. CPU, it was max, it was 99%. So the GPU would be at 99%. Now it's like maybe 16 to 35% usage. So the card's laughing at this. Like, and can I just like walk out here? That'd be kind of funny. No. Yeah, it's just really nice. It's worth it, especially considering there's a rumor mill, because I was looking at so much on cards, YouTube, you know, Google was feeding me all the stuff that I wanted to see. And there's a rumor, it's unsubstantiated, but that NVIDIA, well, what is not a rumor is they discontinued the 3060. That will be, it's got a set date, they're ending the production line. Partners will still receive cards for like a couple months following that date, but they're terminating the 3060 line. Yeah.
This is all rather conspiratorial. They still didn't tell us what this is about, though. We'll know soon enough.
The
suppose.
DLSS, I
Probably
can't
trying to
express to you
seize-
guys how different it is. The DLSS 3 it's worth the hype. Like I'm not a person that usually gets in on the hype, but is my thing even working now? Okay, hopefully it's still working because my sound just cut out. There we go. Yeah, let me just, I'll nerd out for a real quick second for you guys. Yes, way cooler. No, I don't know. I don't know if that's, yeah, so here's the difference. Look it up. The DLSS 2 versus 3, so you can understand like the difference in the architecture on it is completely night and day. Like you're talking pixel generated, it's AI deep learning super sampling, right? So basically 2 I think uses pixels between frames and increases it artificially kind of like that, your frame count. But your DLS3 uses an entire frame. It doesn't use pixels. It uses the entire frame and inserts it between generated frames. If that kind of makes sense. So, but it just does it flawlessly. It's amazing. Like my card is running cooler. The max I've seen the temp on it is 39. Now I haven't even broke 40 degrees Celsius on it. The hardest I've seen it run is this game at 36% utilization, and I'm pulling, you know, really good frames. But it's a huge leap. Any of the 3000 series cards. Also, let me share this with you guys really quick, and then I'll stop nerding out about it. The rumor. So I said that it's a fact. The 3060 is going to be discontinued, but the rumor mill that comes from a trusted source, but you know, it's take it for what it's worth, but it does make sense, is that Nvidia is running out of DDR6X, which is what they're currently making their gen cards with, their 4000 series cards. And there's 2 rumors. One is, well, 3 I guess. One is that they're running out of that memory, so they're going to be substituting DDR6, but don't ask me what the difference is. It's notable enough for it to have made this Tech Mag article I was reading. They're going to downgrade the memory from a 6X to 6, and they're increasing the price of the cards, right? So I don't know. I don't want to be the guy who says this is what's happening. I'm just saying this is what the rumor mill is, and I did double check it, and the rumor I verified against 2 other sources. So one was Verge, one was on Tom's Hardware, and I can't remember the other one on top of my head. But yeah, it's definitely worth looking into. If you're thinking about upgrading your card at all, I would find somebody like the guy I work with. I trust this dude a lot, and he's really cool. He runs a shop, and what he does is, like, when I want to swap a card out, he'll just give me a trade-in value on my old card, which is more than I could sell it online, so I don't know how he makes his money. Yeah, right? Isn't that bullshit? NVIDIA is a real shitty company, too, so this isn't like this is unheard of. This is what NVIDIA does. NVIDIA is a garbage company. They're not cool. They're super shady, and that's absolutely what they're talking about doing. They're talking about giving you worse memory for the 4000. So reduction on the memory, and then increasing the price point. And if you look right now, that mine's the Asus RTK Strix Super. And that card is like, it's like selling out everywhere. It's crazy. It's expensive. It's an expensive card, but it's super worth it. Like I'm like not regretting the decision at all. Okay, what am I supposed to be doing here? Talk to Jay Corner. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, man. AMD, I'm good with them, but there's no denying the fact that, especially with the final, oh man, I can't help but nerd out, I guess. But the final leap, and I'm pausing so I don't get distracted, but the NVIDIA owns the market share right now. And because their GPUs are so advanced, they're so far ahead of everybody as far when it comes to AI. Intel. They just recently, Intel just recently announced that they're having to shut down manufacturing plants, dial back, and laying off a lot of people. And that's all because NVIDIA. NVIDIA's, as we're shifting into this AI age, artificial intelligence, chips that are the most efficient at handling AI tasks are turning out to be, who knew, GPUs, NVIDIA. They're killing it. So NVIDIA is just skyrocketing, man. They're on like a tangent. And it sucks because with them owning the market share,
Still waiting for the delivery. Hang on, I think it just arrived.
with them owning the market share, it's really bad. Because I want to see competition between AMD and NVIDIA. It's just not going to happen. There's just no way AMD can stand up to.
I'm surprised to see you definitely didn't want to work for them when you gate crashed our meeting, so they must have recruited you since then. Good job, soldier. You'll find the access codes. Now get out of there.
I think I might have underestimated the scope of this undertaking.
Why do I have to go to the document? I'm getting on some garbage ship or something? Or what's the deal there? Oh.
Now what?
Your possession of the crate's contents would appear to grant you access to a restricted area on this station. I suggest you find an elevator or something to take you there.
There's the
Greetings.
pen.
You spare life?
Chat about politics, but you're free, buddy. About you, you want to be free too? Yeah.
Split finished. Spare life.
Cactus on way. Ready to execute. Activate cargo drone bombs. Take split off station. Meet at funeral. Escape ship ready for you.
Uh-oh. Better tell my katana to get out of here. This sucks that I'm working for the people I want to kill. That's rather unfortunate. Yep, let's just have this guy fly over here and dock and wait. Okay, I'm currently there. Alright.
Security breach. Ready for takeover.
Understood. Passenger secure.
Right?
Transmitting ship access codes to your new friend.
Chimera.
Received. Get out.
Oh, glad I pissed off these dudes.
The slaves have taken over the station.
Pilot, congratulated on a new crew.
I have to actually work with these people.
Terrorists. Surrender now. Should have run when Split warned you.
Fighter. Defend slave trader.
What am I? How you want me to protect you in this piece of garbage? No, that's not happening. I'm all with these dudes. Heck, you got it, buddy. Kill them. I'm not helping them at all. I wonder what happens with the quest line if like I don't help them. I mean, they got flat guns. Like, what do you want me to do in this garbage fighter? Oh, they're firing missiles on him. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I gotta get involved. And they're gonna get super owned.
Not much longer.
I forgot about that. This guy's got
Trumpet base.
Off we go back to their lair. Now that we're tried and tested field operators, they might loosen up to us a bit about their separatist movement. Ask her when you can speak to their leaders. They're quite elusive. I'm having a hard time finding out which of the local patriarchs are
What?
involved.
Like they're dead.
Buffalo.
Okay. I should have just sat back and went with my initial thought and just let him die. Oh well. I'm all about throwing these people underneath the bus. Ever since they were cool with allowing their pirates to attack my ships that were trading in their area.
Pilot cowardly. Did not expect this. Pilot, not worry. We are not patriarchy and still find use for cowards.
What? Oh, did she just call me a coward?
Entering Arcus Ravine 16.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Interesting. Because, yeah, they are getting their rear ends handed to them. And I'm probably not helping that with having choked off their gates. Like, I ironically probably helped the Argon out, so I'm going to have to let the Terrans, like, raffle stomp the Argon and the Antigone Republic, which I guess I'm fine with, you know. I mean... Yeah, that's pretty bad, man, because, like, look at it, if you look at my map, I mean, you guys know where they're at, right? Like, the only ones I haven't uncovered are the ones down here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if Argon's pushed them out, because how did they, I mean, the only way that they could have pushed, think about the logic behind it, right here, the only way they could have pushed into faulty logic, 7 or 1, for that matter, was they had to come through the jump gate from behind it, which is crazy to think about because there's a massive KHK colony in that lower left-hand corner that does have, I think, a what the Nemesis, not the Nemesis, their super ship. I forget what their ship's called, KHK class, super dreadnought ship. But they must have. I mean, they're just rolling through like nothing. They're destroying these guys, so I'm gonna have to give them something to think about. Huh. I could either force Antigone Republic. What do you guys think? What do you think? Should I force the Antigone Republic and the Argon to cease trade, or have the Terrans go to war with them? What did you guys think? I'm leaning towards like having the Terrans raffle stomp them.
Entering system. Art of acrimony.
I think having the Terrans fight him would be the smarter way to go, because, you know, yeah, the Terrans just have no enemy right now. So, might as well do that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll... Yeah, I know it's a slippery slope to go down, but I think I might just, I'm definitely siding with the patriarchy. That's a that's a given. But what I'm not so certain about yet is, yeah, I'll have to think about the rest of it.
Entering part of acrimony.
The fact that these people called me a coward is, like, even better. Oh, like, no. This is an, interesting. I like this, carry design.
Docking granted.
Although it's a lot of wasted space, kind of, in a way. Do. Perfect landing. Yeah, that's what I'll do, yeah, for sure. Yeah. So I'll have to fast track that quest line as soon as I just finish this part. Which means I gotta go through the whole, what's that quest line? The whole, Yaki thing.
Patriarchs? Only that this curbs leave shackles.
Wow, that is unprecedented. They're rebelling not only
Right.
against the Zyarth patriarchy, but also against the... I'll start looking into the local curbs and try to identify which might have worked against their patriarch's interest.
To finally curbs free. Victory is for curbs. Escaped slave rebellions force.
I was reading a thing on this too, in the if you guys are interested in this, I'll just go through what she's saying real fast. Here, I'll pause it. There we go. So basically, what I was reading was like they're pretending to be cool. The Free Family is with the slavery aspect. It's still a part of the Zyark like culture, but they're just pretending, and they're absolutely all on board with like fully enslaving Argons in the future. Patriarchy is like I think they're trying to also make nice, but they're at least being more upfront and real about it, and they're not as like brutal as Free Family is. You know, these are basically like
escaped slave returned to free a slave.
Yeah, see, they're just using this to create an insurgency.
Old Zyart's compromises weaken patriarchy. With patriarchy occupation weakened, we focus. Pilot, deliver details later.
Yeah. I'll give you a fleet, alright.
Right. I think that's all we need to know for now. As predicted, your choice has created a series of opportunities for us to influence the political landscape of the Gate Network to our liking. Both the Zyarth Patriarchy and the Cable of Curbs have a chance of uniting the free families.
Really? Is 7.1 that...
There are still the occasional...
So 7.1 recently deployed, guys, or is this like a
We can decide the outcome of this conflict in favor of either the Patriarchy or the Curbs. But for now, feel free to lean back for a while and brood over our discovery. Even Boza would agree that you earned it. You know where to find me once you're ready to support either faction with substantial investments.
Because if 7.1 did, I may restart, but because I don't have as much time now, like, I'll still be hopping on. But if you guys are thinking of restarting, I might do it too. I'll restart, maybe check some of the new mods out.
Accelerator, part of
but one thing I'm gonna do for certain is, like, I just don't have the time, dude. I earned my way up to this point, so maybe I'll just give myself like a boatload of starting off credits or something, you know, or a station. You can do those custom starts. Yeah, please let me know if you don't mind. I would love to know that, because I'm really not trying to. By the way, I'm also not trying to fly this piece of garbage fighter. Let's go hire some. Oh wait, man, I don't even have to hire somebody. What am I doing?
Docking aboard.
Get up and
Chimera.
magically transport somebody over to my ship from probably here, I guess. Just gotta get on board. Nobody? Oh, great. What can I... Oh, this guy's doing a whole lot of nothing. Hey, Anna Terran, you get to be... you get to be the new captain halfway across the galaxy of this awesome, amazing fighter. Yeah, I might just like look into that, because if you guys, if it's the thing, because dude, this is horrific. Like, I have never, ever in the time I've been playing this since the day it launched, and I've never seen it like this ever. I'm like Argon. I've seen True Sight kind of trade hands back and forth. I have never seen Hop like wiped out like this, and I sure in hell have never seen anyone take Faulty Logic 7, except for Hop one time. But for Argon to have just like you know, that means all these territories right here. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but all these territories here have to be Antigone Republic. I mean, it just, that's the only way they could have made their way in, because they sure in hell weren't flying fleets through here to go to this jump gate. They would have secured this area first. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, let me know. Maybe I'll actually do that, and hold off on this, because I'm not, yeah, like, that's just, that sucks, being honest. And it's good that they are fixing the Xenon, because the Xenon should be tougher. Here's what I think. You know, I know what this is? Yeah, right on, Robert. Say, yeah, same. Well, I haven't been with it since I started playing X Rebirth, and I liked it. See, I'm not one of those guys that likes, I like to be able to get up out of the captain's chair and walk around and see. Like, it's in this game, you know, it's amazing to get out in your spacesuit or just fly, or get out and you can see perspective of what the ships are, you know. I like having an actual avatar. Sure, we don't get to see him, which I think would be easy to mod, like a third-person mod, so you can see your guy in third person or something. There's got to be something out there like that. If not, I can have my AI draft up the mod. Oh, by the way, I will be releasing those mods as well pretty soon. The mod that adds player music. I'm just trying to get Blender to work to get me a jukebox working, but I'm gonna have like a little jukebox in there. And then I'm also adding a diplomacy feature to the game. So it'll be like diplomatic actions that you can take with the factions. And that was all my AI. It's not me. AI did all that. But anyways, yeah. I got with it with Rebirth. I liked it. And then, of course, this game's awesome. Yeah. I wonder. I mean, is there any news on it? Let me all tab out for a split sec and see. 7.1. Oh, they're going through the beta cycle. So it looks like as of the 31st, they have beta 5 out. Well, when are they thinking of? They got to be really close to letting it out. I'm looking right now at the Steam. Oh yeah, where are you at? Trying to see what they say. Can you tell what happened with this DLC? Didn't I tell you what will happen with this DLC? What? So here's what I see. Tell me what you guys think. Here's my 2 cents on this. And I think this is kind of what this guy is saying, but not really. I'm reading on the forums right now about the guy that said, didn't I tell you what will happen with this DLC? I think what they did was they gave us... Oh, gotcha. I think the thing that really truly sucks is that they gave us the Xenon ships with timelines. So they gave us the PE, the H, the B, and the F. Xenon ships, but then they turned around and were like, "Hey, uh, don't you want these Xenon ships?" And they're like straight up garbage, man. Like they suck. They're not even fun, and yet they should be fun because arguably to me the F is the coolest fighter in the game because it makes sense. It's the only fighter in the game that doesn't have a cockpit, right? Like that's how it should be. You shouldn't have glass windows, right? You're gonna have armored paneling protecting the pilot, right? Not windows that you can look out and people see you and stuff. Like hell no, it's gonna be like Cyberpunk 2077 where you sit in the thing and LCDs spring to life with little cameras on the outside of the armor plating picking up the imagery, right? Or sensors around the ship. So in the Xenon F is like that. You know, you sit down in the Xenon F, it makes that super cool sound. You see the screens come to life with like scrolling LCD text and stuff. Oh, okay, fair enough. Right on. Australia. A friend of mine's from Australia. Uh, oh no. Okay. Yeah, right now it's 9:12 p.m. where I'm at. So we're quite off from each other. I guess would that be plus? I don't even want to think about it right now. Math, no, no bueno right now. But yeah, I might just do that. If I know when 7.0 is coming out though, like knowing EgoSoft, let me look right now. Knowing EgoSoft, see I'm on the you guys can't see because I'm not sharing screen. I should. Um Also so I can, let me make sure I just don't have any personal tabs open. Yep, that's fine. I can share my screen here. I'll add my screen so you guys can see some of this stuff from that I'm looking at. And I was absolutely watching World War Z again, so. Play capture, okay, sounds great, good, boom. And it should be in there now. Okay, obviously not playing that. But what I do want to look at is right here. Let me just go ahead and minimize that. Hopefully I didn't close it. No, I didn't. Okay, so if we look at they're on beta 5, so how long did it take them on their betas before they launched 7.0 originally? 7.0 went up to beta 7. So they had beta 7 and then they released 7.0, and that was a huge, like a massive change for them. So I'm gonna assume that with them being on 7.1 beta 5 right now, I mean it's got to be imminent. See what people are saying, or not, I guess. I don't know. What? What is this? Oh, you saw this official form. Yeah, cool. Yeah, they're fine. Um, yeah, you're right. It was a big batch, but that would, yeah. So I'm thinking, this has to be imminent. Like, it looks like their last posting was on the 31st, so we're looking at what, like 4 days ago? Factor in the fact that it's the weekend right now. So I'm assuming they're not working on the weekend. I bet you this comes out Monday or Tuesday. That's going to be my guess. Monday or Tuesday to deploy it. They'll probably come into office on Monday and like do a once over pass on it and then deploy it. Let me just look at it though. See if there's any more dev responses on this. Oh, beta 5. Improve prioritization resource by researcher. Oh my god, that's nice. Improve station editor by Sean Station's build storage location. Okay. That's interesting. Different. Both of these are very nice to have. Yeah, it's interesting. Also, I mean, beautiful and sexy. What? What's he trying to say? Okay, whatever. Just make Xenom and Cox more hostile. Like, who? Like, could they seriously have picked like a worse name for like a bad guy faction? Like, it's just there's the only way you can pronounce that without it coming out sounding completely jacked up and probably triggering a bunch of algorithm things on YouTube is like the Keek. That's how I'm gonna call them. I'll call them the Keeks. Yeah, let me see. Actually, here's the, let's look at their beta notes. So, oh my God, I'm not reading all that. Yeah. Oh my God, look at this list. What the hell? One thing I gotta say is like they don't do things small, that's for sure. Added travel drive to Dart engines. Oh my God. Yeah, I was trying to figure that whole thing out. I'm like, wow, check this cool racing ship out that doesn't have a travel drive. That's cool. Arc. Yeah, there you go. And let's see, what's this? Dedicated weapon group to pre-battle skirmish timeline scenario. What? Added dog. Oh, I know that, what they're talking about. That's that horrible battle. Computer to a merchant mine in Talati tryouts timeline scenario. Is that a clip? Visualizations from missile launchers to HUD. Does that mean, you know, if they start adding stuff like this to HUD, I wonder if they'll like get a chance. Yeah, I'm reading through some of this stuff right now. This is crazy though. If they put a clip on there, like it'd be cool if you could like take part in boarding operations or something. Like if they added that into this game, oh man. That's why I can't wait for if you guys haven't seen it, Jump Ship. Check out this game called Jump Ship, man. This game looks dope. Jump Ship you play with your friends if you guys haven't seen this. Let me see if I can't find it real fast. Yeah. So it's like you have space legs, but the whole thing is I think it's like extraction shooter. You have a ship, you fly around on your ship, you got to maintain your ship. Like it sounds really cool, man. Sounds pretty awesome. See what they're the good thing is they're publishing their own game. What kind of pedigree do they have? They have none. Okay, that's always amazing to see. But yeah, this one looks really good. It looks like it'll be a lot of fun. Looks like Starfield, but with co-op and a lot better. Trying to think about what other games. We got Star Wars coming out at the end of the month, but that's only on Epic. Star Wars, whatever, Bounty Hunter or something like that. You can get it through Ubisoft. You can also, it'll be on Ubisoft, I think, Plus, their stupid, whatever, rent game stream thing. Let's see what other games I've got. These are the games that I've been looking at, which I'm probably gonna curtail these down quite a bit, because I'm sure they'll do it. I got this one because this one's awesome too, Falling Frontier. If you guys don't have this on your radar, it should be. This is really nice. It's like The Expanse. It's like naval warfares if you were to really like here. Let me see if I can't play for you guys and you can hear it. This one? Possible targets online now. Yeah, listen to this. This is crazy, man. I'll blow it up so you can see it. You gotta look at this. Falling Frontier is amazing. Possible targets online now. So wait, I wonder if they'll actually show the ship combat scenario that laid out. ship combat looks amazing. I don't think they're gonna show it in this one. Yeah. This is so dope. I mean, you have PDCs on this game here. You have like PDCs. You have looks like nuclear bombardment of planets. It's like it's. Oh wait a minute. This might be. Maybe they'll show the combat portion. If they do, I gotta let you guys gotta watch this. This is awesome. Oh, you gotta be kidding me right now. You know what? I'm gonna find that if it's not on here. How could you guys not show that video off? They've got to be you gotta be kidding me right now. They have this amazing video of this game, what the combat really is like, and when you see it, you're like, whoa, okay. I mean, that's E3. It won the award at E3. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like, it's super amazing. Right. Fair enough. Let me see if I can find the actual video for that. So if I do, let me do it like this. Falling Frontier. There we go. We can watch this. Hang on. Get some Inception going, watching YouTube while you guys are watching
Welcome
YouTube.
to the first reveal of Titan Rising. Set a course for Anders Station, a port hidden within the...
No, this is different. This is a new one. Let me just see. Let me go forward and see if it's what I'm thinking. Oh, wow, this is crazy. So I won't play that one. I want to try to find their other one. That's the one? No, that's not it. That's the one. And just bear with me a second, guys. See if I can't find the right gameplay. Count 3 hostile, 3
Hey there, I'm Todd Darcy, a solo developer at Stutterfox Studios. Now I'll start by saying I've made the decision to delay the early access release of Falling Frontier into the second quarter of 2022. For me, quality is paramount. Falling Frontier is my dream game, so I want it to be the best game it can be.
Developer, wow, he's solo developing. I know the guy is doing Spaceborne 2 as well, the developer. And he's a really good guy, man. If you guys have not checked it out, it might not be like the best game. Am I thinking of the wrong game? I'm pretty sure it was Falling Frontier that had that amazing... Look at my wish list. It'll be on there. Breachway looked kind of... I changed my thoughts on that. Stalker 2 comes out the end of... Oh, November. That's right. They delayed it. That sucks. Fragile Existence, look like a bombardment game. No, it's definitely Machine. No, I don't want to play Breachway. I'm removing that. And the developer on here I've talked to about AI. We've had talks on about AI. I'm on the beta on this. So if you guys, I'll ask. Yeah, right? Isn't that crazy? Yeah, solid up. So is the guy who does Heart of the Machine. Me and him had a deep talk, and I'm in his closed beta, so I could ask him if maybe I could stream the game for it. Very interesting concept. You're the AI taking over them, kind of deciding what to do. But hang on a sec. Let me. Boy, this changed really fast, huh? But I want you guys to see this game. Because I know, being a fan of this kind of genre, you'll truly appreciate. If you liked The Expanse, you're gonna nerd out big time on this game. Like it's, and the fact that I didn't know it was one dude, man. Like you got to be kidding me right now. Kingdom Come Deliverance, man, that won't come out soon enough. Game was awesome. Okay, EXE Killer. I know the dev on this. It's an interesting one. It's weird because I know, or I make it sound like I don't want to be mispresumed to like or misstate. Like I I've spoken with them or either through Discord or talking to them. Put it that way, or emails. Although, with the exception, there are two devs that I'm friends with that are making games that are on here. Let's see. I can't believe he's not showing off that. Let me look again. I think this is the one. It's a longer video.
Some incredible news regarding.
Yeah. This is the original gameplay footage, but it looks like yeah, something I can't say right now on Steam. So let's look for a different one. That's not the one that I'm looking for. Hang on. Yeah, once you see this, it'll trip you out. Falling Frontier, Might of Mars, that's not the one I want to see. It seems like everybody and their brothers just hooked on that video. Might of Mars, yeah, the AI one's really dope. The guy, me and him had a long talk about the evolution of AI, and actually what it does is you're the first AGI, so you're the first self-aware AI, really, and so you have to hide from people. You have to hide from people the fact that you're self-aware and pretend like you're, not, while you're building your infrastructure up in data centers and stuff like that, employing like cyborgs and stuff and fast trailing your thing. Might of Mars. Where's the really cool 8 months ago? Maybe this is a.
Welcome back to CBH 4K. And
oh my God, this is the kind of.
Falling Frontier.
If I ever do this, like,
trailer.
find out where I live and just like, please come and like smoke me, because I hate those guys. Like, yo, it's your boy. Like, you're like, oh man, like it makes my ears bleed. Yeah, listen to this one. This is a good one. This one's dope, man. One dude made this. I love that effect, the guns, because that's how it would be, right? Ice. Oh, such a nice little, like, added thing, like clearing the batteries from any friction, so they wouldn't jam up, checking them to make sure that they wouldn't go to rotate the guns. Yeah, doing a turn and burn, expand style. Wait till you see the combat, though. The combat's like, this is hands down the best space combat I think I've seen ever. Battlestar Galactica is pretty good. So what you're not seeing is you. They're deploying torpedoes and chafe, and they've got their PDCs firing on missiles inbound. And the ship interiors are actually mocked up exactly, so you can put a hole right through like their magazine. Yeah, it's really cool because where the rounds hit on this one too actually is modeled exactly. You can see they have to set up their seawoods tracking, it looks like. Point defense. Yeah, this is like playing The Expanse, but like really awesome. I can't believe one dude made this. Oh wow, those are like MERS. They're firing like rockets that spread into multiple rockets, I think. Unless that's them being intercepted. Oh, sayonara. Wait, he shot his own buddy? That's that's hilarious. He put a round right through the reactor. But for me, I'm a nerd, man, so I like the little attention to details, you know? Reminds me a lot of like Battlestar Galactica. Battlestar Galactica was, well, it is real time, isn't it? It's not turn-based. Battlestar Galactica, if you guys have not played it, Deadlock is really good, in my opinion. It's super expensive if you want to try to get everything, but it's super fun. Really, really good. Space combat is like very tactical. You have to, yeah, the fights are tough, man. Brutally tough. Anyway, so that's that on this one. Well, its video is almost done. Finish it out. I'm not gonna listen. Yo, it's my boy, dude. Talk again. But yeah, I think what he's trying to show here is this is Earth system too.
Oh.
Okay. Yep. Yep. I already knew that was gonna suck. All right. But anyways, that game looks pretty good, and I'll probably like what I'm gonna do is I'll probably play. I don't know what else I'm gonna play. Planet Crafter. I don't know if you guys have played those. I'm into very Zen-like games, right? So let me talk about some of the games that I like, that I really play a lot. I like Occupy Mars a lot. It has a ways to go for sure, but they're coming out with a big update, so I'm really excited for it. Planet Crafter to me is amazing. It's kind of like Subnautica in a way. It's very zen. It's very chill. You get to see the effects you're having. You know, on the game world, like it's like yeah, it's an amazing game. Just simply fun. I don't know what I just played one day of this. I just picked it up the other night and played it, and it's looking pretty awesome. Looks a lot of fun. Satisfactory. I mean, come on, I'm a nerd, so I mean. I think all of us I probably got this on our friends list as well as like most of the people I associate with. U-boat is actually a lot of fun. It's interesting. It's like a love it or hate it sort of thing. I love it because you get to micromanage the crew and walk around. Yeah, right. Yeah, no worries. I'm too old for that garbage, man. I hate that, man. I hate two things about channels. Here's what I hate. I hate when somebody's like, smash that like and subscribe button because it really helps the channel out, right? And then you're just like, dude, like, it's like, make sure to drink water and breathe because it really helps you to exist. Like, yeah, dude, like, I get it. That's, like, I'm not going to like your channel if I don't like it. My channel, the only thing I would ever say is like, only like it if you think it will help other people to get it on whatever weird algorithm YouTube's got going. My videos are for gamers, man. I don't care about sponsors. And I met some amazing people through these videos and interactions. So that's all I care about. I don't give a damn about money. That's not what I need. Well, I do. I'm not gonna lie there, but I just want to live comfortably, not rich. Let's see. Terra Invicta is like watching paint dry, and I think it's very hilarious that they got the chick. It looks like she looks identical to Alva Sarala from The Expanse. So I don't know. I don't know why. It's like this game. I put 322 hours into it because like I just could never bring myself to beat it. I just like, yeah, okay, this sucks. This gets boring. Like it's so much potential, and yet it's like watching paint dry. This one's interesting. This is very, very interesting, like Ponce de Leon sort of thing going on, and it does have beginning and end. So this was an EA success story. Stranded Alien Dawn. I like the idea because it's got kind of the whole uh, rim world, yet you can see the people sort of thing going on. This is dude I know. He's a solo developer from Turkey. He's making a game that's out of control good. Like if he, yeah, it's good. Space Haven's really interesting. It's not like it's breaking any ground on graphics, but you're like, it's yeah. I like the simplicity of it. It's kind of fun. I don't play a lot of these. Let's see. Lonely Outpost. Oh yeah, I picked it up and I haven't even played it. Really. I mean, what I put 8 hours into it. I'm surprised I put that much. No Man's Sky. I mean, what can you say? It's like the what's that? The Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Yeah, I'll have to check that out actually. Um, my hat's off to the dude. I don't know if you've not looked at No Man's Sky, the recent update, but they're also putting out that new upcoming MMO, and it's so obvious that they're incorporating tech that they've designed for that new MMO game into No Man's Sky now. And the game I'm referring to, I'll check it. I'll go back over my thing here in a second. News Cycle is interesting. I like it. It's kind of like a what if the world fell apart and rebuild it sort of thing. Matchless Kung Fu. Oh yeah, this is beyond boring. I think I played that one. Crust is awesome. If you guys want to see me play this, let me know. It's still got a lot of development to go, but it is really, really fun. Very, very interesting. If it's not on your guys' radars, let me know, and I'd much rather launch that up right now, since we're waiting now for 7.1. Yeah, I know I have a lot of friends that have that many hours as well, on Path of Exile especially. I never played it a lot, but then again, I'm playing Tarkov, so but I'm playing PvE Tarkov, if that matters. This is an interesting thing. Like you're fighting I don't know. It's interesting enough that I played 57 minutes of it. So it's you're fighting the zombie outbreak. I don't know if it's out of EA yet. No, it's still in EA. Yeah, I would say, Forever Skies is amazing. If you guys have not, I would support this dev 100%. If you guys can't afford it, do it. These guys it's quite the story. I don't know them at all. I got no skin in this game at all. Well, I'll only state a game's good if I think it's good, and I'll say why. This game its genesis came from a very, very awesome place. If you guys aren't familiar with it, the developer, it's some city, I can't remember. It's the dirtiest city air pollution wise, and it's scientists are forecasting at a certain year it may be uninhabitable. You might not be able to live there because the air quality would be so bad. So this was what got these developers to thinking, like, what if the whole world just went bad? What if because we are screwing things up, right? So what if the whole world went bad? And that's what this game's all about. It's very interesting. It's really cool. Like, Earth it's gone. And what's remaining of humanity is on a space station in orbit, and they're dying of a disease, and it's possible the cure can be found back on Earth, but they've lost contact with the first or two science teams, so you're sent down on a third science team to try to track it down. But the only way to navigate around are in these blimps, like these airships. You have to fly above the smog, and the graphics are amazing. Oh my god, so is the sound is out of control. Like, the graphics are really, really good in it. It's really, really fun to build your ship. I'll actually play this. So you guys let me know if you want me to play a game. Like, I'm either going to do this or I'm going to do whatever the other one I was just talking about. But this game's a lot of fun, man. As you can see, it's like the graphics remind me a lot of Subnautica-ish. Like, they got very smooth, very beautiful, runs amazing. And the idea is really, really cool. So let me know if you guys are, let me see, I'll either probably do that one or I'll do, what was the other one I was saying? Cyber Knights, I know these guys, Trusty Brothers are cool. I haven't played a lot of this, I've just been letting them mature. I first came across these guys on mobile. They had a game, I'm a cyberpunk nerd, and they had a gun, I can't remember the name of it. Cyber Knights, I think, actually. And their thing is they don't sell microtransactions, so you buy their game, that's it. But they're a great company, and they've actually grown into a full-blown studio. And you can see their updates are almost like every other day, and they're not small updates. They're huge. Like the progression on this game is just ridiculous. Like, they support their games big time. Well, okay, so I could either do the Crust or I could do Forever Skies. I heard that Robert, I heard that Homeworld 3 sucks. So look it up. Here, hang on a sec. I mean, if you're a fan, for sure. But let me look, because I was looking at it too. Yeah. If you want me to talk on the Crust, I'll do that. So just let me know. Yeah, look at this. Mostly negative. I hope you see this. Don't, like, there's a reason why. There's something to do with, I guess, like, fans of 1 and 2. Yeah, I'd be curious to know, Angry. Like, why? Because a lot of people are pissed about it. They're saying it's like they sold out, that it's not good, like it's a short game, which sucks, man, because it's a AAA title. This should have been a home run, right? Like, what did they do? That's sad. That's so sad, man. Like, how could you screw up like a pivotal major game of the industry? So yeah, it's up to you guys. Like, I'll start either a new series here on the Crust or Forever Skies. They're both good. I'm kind of waiting. Oh, I guess they do have the updates out on. Oh, they got co-op coming out on this. Awesome. Play with buddies on this. All right. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'll probably start. I've already got a game going here, so let me just go ahead and just jank my way out of this. Bink, stop. Yes. Here, I'll just launch up the Crust so you guys can kind of see an initial of it, and then I'm gonna go grab something to eat, and I'll be back on later, for sure. But let me load this up, so hopefully this is being captured. Let me know if it is.
That's one small step for a man, one giant leap. Hold the jokes, team. We got a lot of work to do here.
Yeah, when I got you guys in chat, though, I like to kind of just engage with the guys. There'll be times when I'm not going to be on, and that'll be when I'm not streaming. I'm just playing with some friends and having some fun on Tarkov, because I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to see Tarkov. But okay, so if you're not familiar with what the Cross is about, it's not far into the future. They have Hope 1, Hope 2 are two stations. One is in orbit of Earth, space station with a tethered space elevator going to the ground. And then Hope 2 is in orbit of the moon, and various corporations have set up shop now on the moon and are mining it for its resources and whatnot. All up until the point that a massive asteroid hits the moon and just everybody gets wiped out. Your company makes it because you had drones, so like your entire infrastructure gets knocked out, but you had some drones on hand, and so you're utilizing the drones to rebuild. But meanwhile, Earth has been relying on resources from the moon to keep hobbling along, and then on top of it, there's all these destroyed bases that don't have any help, and they need help. So that's kind of the idea. Are you going to sell out? Do you want to make money? There's a lot of like little nuanced things like that. Just load the game up. Very satisfactory. It's like Satisfactory, but just pull out from it a little. And it's still EA. There's a lot to add to the game yet. Like, I'm at the point where it's kind of broken. I'll explain why. So you guys get the game, I'll show you some of the things that are broken on it. Okay, so what is broken? Okay, so basically you've got three views, right? You have the crater that your base is in, and there's an elevator that you start with basically, and this is your transition point from here all the way down to the subterranean level. And then you carve this out. So you could send your drones to carve sections out, look for resources like silicon, aluminum, iron, titanium. Let's see if there's any water. And that's all I've really found right now. And then there'll be rare earth metals, like these weird, are like platinum, silver, gold, something like that, you know. But so yeah, the problem with this game is, for one, they didn't really think out the colonization system's not really been worked out yet. Hey, how's it going, man? Well, yeah, Alaska. I would complain about the cold being in Iowa, but yeah, I think you got me beat. But if you guys pick this up, be aware that you just until they do a balancing pass on this thing, like you need to have like 8 million of these electrolysis. Like I have 2 things melting ice, and so much water, it's insane. There's only 12 people here, yet it's like I need enough water to feed an army. Then you need these electrolysis plants to generate oxygen. And here's the thing, like if you go to the overlay, right now they're sitting at 100%, it was super fine, but when I only had 4 of these, only 4 electrolysis plants producing oxygen, they had to always have their suits on. They were like two steps away from dying, basically. And so I read up on this, and somebody was saying you have to add another ice melter, which is utterly retarded, and then add in even more oxygen generating plants, which I mean I had to put it right in the middle of their, like, where they live at, because, you know. And it's really weird too, so if you like add, like if I add a wall, even though there's not, like if I was to go into creation mode show you some of the weird stuff with this game. So let's say I do like this, right? And if I pull the trigger on this, it won't destroy that middle wall, right? But what it will do is decompress the entire base. Well, for some idiotic reason that is unknown to me, it destroys the flooring of that shared wall. So you'll decompress your entire base when you expand it. So that's, you know, that's fun. That makes no sense. The electricity is out of control. Like, I mean, these things I can't, they're massive. I mean, they're huge, these solar panels. They're the biggest you can get. And here's the weird thing about the game. Also, is another part. So I'm talking about the negatives, but I don't want to sugarcoat stuff. So their battery system, I have always had an issue with this about. And I tried to bring it up during their closed beta, and they were just like, you know, basically go F yourself. But if you played Occupy Mars, you might kind of feel where I'm coming from on this. So in Occupy Mars, you have electronic power distribution models, right? So you can link in everything you want to the ECU and to distribute the power as you want. And it's very, very, it's amazing. It's awesome. It makes sense. In this game, the batteries are each capable, they don't distribute the load evenly. So let's say I put a battery over here, a couple more batteries. It won't even give me the option to distribute among the capacitors through the batteries, which makes no sense because they're all on the same, you can't see it, but yeah, I'm on one grid. I have one power grid, and I can't manage the power in my capacitors spread out. And this is, you go, well, why is that such a big issue, right? Well, the issue is when you look at this wonderful tab and go, well, let me make a battery. Each battery outputs 50 megawatts, right? So you see where I'm going with this. Because the battery can have plenty of power, and your whole base just shuts down, or portions of it will, because the batteries, it can't output more than 50 megawatts. And I'm just sitting here going, how does that even remotely make sense? Because let's think about this for a second. If you're trying to tell me that the bus side on this thing can't handle more than 50 megawatts, then how the hell is this last one, which, by the way, you can only attach so many, this last one feeding into the elevator that's pumping the power down below, how is it that this guy is able to handle all this wattage coming through this massive data, you know, the voltage coming through all this? But yeah, I'm still listening. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. It's what pulls me out of the game on this. It's why I've been waiting to see if they would address that, the ECU, because I was like, dude, why don't you guys just do what Occupy Mars does, or anybody for that matter? You have power distribution. There's nothing in this game for power distribution. You don't even get a histograph, so you can't even get a feeling for really how well your power is working. You just have to do like a kind of like, well, I guess it's doing this right now. That's what I'm currently at. But then you have to factor in the reason this is so big is that you have a 14-day night cycle. So you have to prepare for 14 days of no solar power, right? Which you could see I started to augment with these hydrogen generators, right? But these hydrogen generators are pathetic. Like, you have to generate, like, the fuel plants that I need to generate them with enough fuel. It's like, what are these? I'm taking it they're implying that they're fusion generators, right? It has to be. I guess it could be hydrogen. They're burning hydrogen. It has to be hydrogen because you wouldn't have fusion in an open cycle area like this. Yeah, so I mean, this whole area would turn into like 1,000-degree. More than that probably. Anyways, I forget what fusion takes to. So anyways, yeah, I guess these are just burning hydrogen. I don't know. I didn't really look at the tech tree. The more I talk about it, the more I just want to go play the other game. But they do have a robust tech tree. It's just, maybe it's too early for the EA. Like, this stuff doesn't even exist yet. It all just costs the same. So this isn't in the game yet. And that makes sense. Like, roll out the features that you're aware of. Or slowly introduce elements into the game. See how the metric data that you get back from your players, see what's working, tweak things, then implement more stuff. That being said, it just doesn't make sense to me, man. Like, I'm trying to see if they have like a fusion power plant or something. Thermonuclear generator. Okay. Oh, it's generating large amounts of electricity using helium-3. That would be a fusion generation, right? Am I just wrong on this, or helium-3 is fusion all day? Okay, well, anyways. Go down here. What is this? Module recycling. You sure in hell don't get robots that look that cool. But there are a lot of wares. I do see a lot of promise with this. So that being said, let me talk about the good points of the game. Besides the power distribution issues and the current colonist problems that they even admit, like, hey, we're working on them. I'm just like, I don't understand why there's this entire tree. Like, let me get this straight. Yeah. Not thermonuclear, that implies fission. But okay, anyways. So, what I'm tripping here about, though, is on this, too, they've got too much of, like, seriously, I have to learn how to make dining tables? Like, the amount of research that I put into learning how to make a dining table is less than the amount of research that I need to figure out how to generate oxygen from, you know what I'm saying? It's these little things, like, when you think about it. Yeah, right, yeah. Briefcase, you know it. But it's these little things when you think about it, you're like, hold up a sec, wait. Learning how to make a table is like an advanced feature? Like, okay. And here's the other crazy thing. They send you to the moon to oversee a mining operation, yet you don't know how to make mining operating good things. The very first things you have to learn is how to make concrete. And I'm like, you have to learn this. Or no, you know this one, sorry. But the smelt stuff, whatever, do the mining, I'm like, what? Like, what part of the game is that? Like, they're gonna send you off on a mining thing and, like, well, once you get there, figure it out. They don't even help you with the research. You gotta, like, pay for the research and shit. Like, it's so broken. You're like, wait, let me get this straight. So you guys sent me there. I don't even know how to mine hard rock. I have to learn how to do prospecting on my own, and yet I still work for you guys? Like, how does this work? Because I'm funding, you guys aren't giving me money. They don't give you, it's like every month you get cash. You have to, everything is on your shoulders. Research, are you going to contract out? So my problem here is, like, let's look at this. Okay, so the micro circuitry factory to make, computer components. Again, let's go to the socials tab, or I can learn how to make a bar, and apparently the bar is like, yeah, like look at the bar, man. The bar is like more advanced than like the fusion reactor, like so it's so advanced that you have to research sociology labs to understand how to make a bar. Like, wait, that doesn't compute, man. That's kind of like saying before you make your medical block, or before you can make a table, you have to learn how to make area that can produce medical goods for your guys. Like, it's the more I think on this, it's just utterly retarded. And then, let's keep our colonists happy too. That's the other thing that pissed me off about this game. So it's like, hey, and it's gonna sound like I hate being the guy who complains a lot, but I just gotta go. I guess I gotta vent on this game a little. Like, I'm sorry, so let me get a computer desk for him. Then on the other side, I have to get a conference table for him. Then I gotta research the advanced tech of, I don't know, a bar. Then I have to get a VR game center for them. Well, I get you. I'm not knocking it, right? Like, I'm not knocking it. A table is hard to make. I'm just trying to say, brother, like, in the grand scheme of things, it's not as hard as making like a thing that's, micro assembling computer chips and electronic parts and vehicle assembly yards and stuff are apparently on par with making a table. Like, are there not tables inside these buildings or something? Because I guess there's not. I don't know. Bunk beds are like super advanced. Like, I don't know how that works, but apparently having bunk beds takes mega amounts of research. Yeah. This is. Oh, you want a cafeteria? Yeah. Look at the costs on this. Yeah, to make a cafeteria where your people can eat at requires all this extensive, like, crazy ass. You gotta learn how to make a carbon. Oh, and that's the other thing. Apparently, it's a clean room because the carbon fiber has to be placed, get this, inside the room that your people are living in. And it's not small. This thing's huge. I'm like, what the hell is that? To make carbon fiber, I have to put it in the living quarters? Like, what? Like, you can't conveyor in or out, too, so that makes lots of sense, right? Right. I don't know, man. It's like, and then you start getting down here, and I'm like, how much do I have to keep these guys entertained? I have to give them a game center, a bar. I have to give them wall-mounted TVs, apparently advanced tech, like, bedside tables. Did I just seriously just see this? Really? Bedside tables? Okay. The chairs? An ergonomic chair. So I'm making them gaming chairs. Like, what? Oh, we'll just throw helium-3 storage in here because that makes absolutely no sense to me. Like, it's right in the mix of everything. Virtual reality center. Apparently the game center wasn't enough. We need to make them a VR center on top of the music station. This game, yeah, I don't know, man. They just this needs to be tweaked. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me, man. Seriously, the end product right now that we have is a freaking bedside table or a large computer desk. So I guess the computer desk I'm knocking on right now is considered some advanced tech, man. Right on. Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? Like, that's my problem with this game. Is like, it's got a lot of promise. It's fun. I could see myself just kind of. I feel like I would have to be in one of those moods where I'm not thinking about stuff too much. But that's kind of not really in my I guess vocabulary. I'm trying to think of a nice way to put it, but I can't. Yeah, I just can't go brain dead. I'm sorry. Yeah, this doesn't make sense. And I asked the developers about it in the closed beta. They're like, well, we value your input. I'm like, cool, can we get power distribution? Like, that would be great. No, that's how batteries work today. I'm like, no, that's not how they work. I took electricity and was an apprentice when I was younger. I'm pretty sure it's distribution, power distribution. I don't know what the hell you guys are smoking, but yeah, it's totally retarded. And then the engineering side's always about, like, just they put fluff in here. This is what I consider fluff, just upgrading to upgrade your upgrades, you know. Oh yeah, it's even better, Aunt Llama. When you talk about, like, the people that they give you, like, let me see if I can find. Let's look at my people. Like, apparently the astronaut program went completely downhill because these people are like, you see, I don't even know how to get to them because they don't make shortcut keys. Now you do have like a really cool like map you can pull out. It's cool until you start realizing, like, I don't want to see where these contracts are at. Like, it's really weird to interpret. This is a little bit of a nightmare, but anyways. And here's the cool thing. I can go to the map, but to go back in, I just hit tab, right? But there's no, I can go out as much as I want. There's no button currently in the game to go to map button. You have to click on it, right? Like, how hard is it to assign that a hotkey, right? But colonists, okay, so let's look at some of our colonists here. So they're all like just crazed maniacs, just to let you know. Like they all have some serious issues. Adaptive. Okay, so this he's an adaptive optimist. Okay, so he's probably one of my better. You should have seen the dudes I started with. Like some of these people were just, okay, he's good. I don't know what's up with Electrovolt, man. It's like, it looks like he's a superhero or something. Energetic, stress resistant. Wow, oh, these guys all came from the space station. Believe me when I tell you that the guys that you'll hire, these are people I rescued from an incident that happened. These are the cream of the crop. The normal people you get are like this dude right here. Like, look at dude's face. It looks like he's had one too many, like a binge. He's a bar regular, extrovert, and he's moody. So, I mean, he's absolutely who I want, right? Like, this is great. And he's the cook. It's just fantastic. These people are all super screwed up. And then we're gonna build them a bar in space with our advanced tech. Alright, I've talked myself out of playing this game. But you guys get away. It does have promise. There is like interesting elements. I just can't get I don't understand. I feel like you know those games that you play where you can see like like the mismanagement at hand, where the dude's like sitting there, like they make an amazing game, the developers, the guy, you know, the boots on the ground guys, but then managing to be like, yeah, that looks really cool, but wouldn't it be even better if they couldn't manage their power? No, sir, that wouldn't make sense. Yeah, no, I like that idea. Let's incorporate that. Okay. All right, so we've been working on the colonist system, sir, and we think we've got it pretty worked out. And the astronauts, yeah, but are most of them extroverts, moody, alcoholics, or psychopaths? You know, like, well, no, sir, we don't. We think that they would be probably not picked up on when they're being sent into space. Well, no, I'd like you to add those to the game and actually make it so that most astronauts are completely unhinged. Let's go with that. Yeah, like, but you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like when I play Tarkov, I think the same thing. Like, I see two hands play, I see amazing developers and people that are really skilled at their job. And then there's obviously management that enters into the picture. It's like management has entered chat. And it's just like everything just goes completely sideways. Like, you know, I don't know, man. It's super jacked because there's so much going on here that does make sense. I love how they handle the oxides. I love the way that your production facilities kind of work. I shouldn't say I love them. I like them. You really have a lot you can work with, but there's only so much of this I could do before I go, why am I not playing Satisfactory, right? But if I played Satisfactory, I could like actually be running around and fighting stuff and jumping on my own conveyor belts. That would be 10 times more exciting than this. So, yeah. All right. Well, anyways, now that I ruined this game for you guys, I guess maybe keep an eye on it. I would say. Yeah. Yeah, let me, bug report and suggestions. Oh yeah, that's right, it takes you to this stupid Discord thing. Yeah, that's not happening. Okay, quit. Yes, get me out of here. I can't do it. It just can't happen, man. It ain't happening, Captain. Alright, so let's go over to Forever Skies. I'll show you guys a little bit of that, and then I'll go get some neat, so you guys can kind of see a little bit of this game. What's this? Oh yeah, sure, I'm fine with that. I don't care. They're collecting metric data. It's like they have to get all this stuff done now because everybody's all like, whatever. Oh, okay. Well, apparently I'm in I get to start. Well, here you guys go. Brand new game. I'll start it off. I'll do the intro part so you can kind of see what that's all about. So you're leaving the Statewood station. You're reviewing the things that happened to Earth, obviously. That's you coming down. Like any good space game, whatever, you have to start off in the escape pod that's malfunctioned.
Emergency landing procedure completed.
Okay, distress signal. After months of silence, Sagittarius 2, previous expedition, was sent a distress signal and fell silent again. This is our only chance. No one knows what awaits you there, but if there is a chance that they have found a cure, maybe we could survive. Find a cure at all costs. The fate of all of us all depends on you, the Ark. So obviously you're coming from the Ark, something that's in orbit, and people are dying of this disease, and it's really kind of cool. Definitely feels like Subnautica. Right, blow the emergency door here.
We arrived at the source of the signal.
You can see like Earth's just gone. it's seen better days. So return to planet Earth, investigate the site from which previous site. So you landed right at the site, like there's their radar dish that they were talking to the Ark with, whatever the Ark is. So now I'm trying to figure out what, I'm in a spacesuit.
Symptoms of a virus activity.
And now I've just captured a virus. So it's kind of interesting. I don't want to ruin anything on this, but there's like viral stuff, different viruses you can catch, lots of tech to research. So like any good, crafting game, you have to like, gather 8 million components. Like before you even did the tutorial. That's interesting. Alright. You'll come across these things that need solid state batteries. Yeah, there's like garbage just floating through the skies, and you'll see in a second. Let me show you a little bit more on it. So right now I'm looking to find out like what happened. Like I'm sure that doesn't bode well, right? Somebody's helmet on the ground. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Oh, and then we have something. It's all gone to hell. Everything has been screwed up since we went down there. Our immunity is decreasing. You're getting sicker and running out of energy. Our equipment is malfunctioning, and then there's this Noah situation. Noah's this dude who's, yeah. We should never have sent this expedition. Our place is on the space station. The power blew out again, and the door is locked. I'll check the beacon tower. It has a compatible battery. Yeah, so just basically go around. You're scavenging. There is food, water. You got to keep yourself hydrated. But if you kind of think about it, there wouldn't be like a food and water. Yeah, right. Yeah, it is. So I won't ruin too much here, like except to say looks like it didn't work out for this guy, right? I mean, I'm thinking no amount of like aid is gonna help him, but all right. Just gonna go over here. That solid state battery. And this is gonna sound stupid, but one thing I'd like to do is look at my feet, right? Like if in a game, if they take the time to render you in first person, that means they're paying attention. Like to the little details. I know it sounds stupid, but it's the very first thing I'll do. If they can't be bothered to render you in, then yeah, it's bad. So insert the battery. Delivered message. This is what they sent. We didn't get the cure, but we found out that 400 years ago, before the calamity, research was so I guess we've been away from Earth for 400 years, which would track with everything looking super whack. Before the calamity, research was conducted and something was discovered. We came down under the dust and we're so close. That's when it all started going to hell. Noah went crazy and started hearing voices. The bastard stole all data, airship, and broke our equipment. He left us to die and fled to his hideout in Greenhouse Tower. On Greenhouse Tower. He's dangerous as all hell. The communication ports are not working. They are blocked by something from within, but we can't determine what. It's as if the world doesn't want us to send this message. The virus is wreaking havoc on our bodies, and we are getting weaker and weaker. The conditions here greatly accelerate its effects. So obviously this virus we brought with us, I don't know, or something. If anyone reads this, beware, this world is not our home anymore. We are not welcome. Expedition Sagittarius 2. So things are going good. Yeah. But things are going pretty good here, so we've found Bob. Bob seems to be, you know, holding up fairly well there. He'll just probably be chilling there for a little while. And then there's this, so this used to be Noah's room. So if we look at this, Noah's madness. It's all because of this damned bust. Noah heard voices. He was, or damned dust. He was mumbling about nature surviving everything, even the fall of the world. He said he knew what to do so we could return to Earth again. He wanted us to help him to follow the voices in his head. Lunatic. We locked him in a cell for his own good, but the bastard hid the extractor and ran off while everyone was asleep. Okay, apparently they didn't take his sardines or whatever. But it's kind of trippy. I know what's going on, but I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to ruin anything. But you can kind of look at this, and he, like, obviously Noah was onto something, and maybe these people should have been listening to him a little bit more, like, instead of, you know, being super skeptical. Grab that machine part, and that machine part, and you'll get to see the airship here in a second. So this is the airship you start off with, and believe me, this blimp will get 3 times as long. You can have outliers, like 2 of them. You can have an entire massive multi-story base with all sorts of weird stuff on it. It's pretty trippy. Grab some dirty water. Another guy seems like he looks fine. He'll be alright. He just needs to wait. Probably just a late night of drinking. Yeah, it's already. What do we got here? Obtaining food and water. We are running out of food and water supplies. I don't know how, because it's retarded easy to get. If only we had at least a few pots of these leafy locations. I had to think of another way. We prepared a lure that attracts moths living in the upper layer of the dust. Just use an insect catcher on an airship, lure it, wait for prey. It's pretty funny how you capture. You just basically lure this sticky thing down there and capture bugs. The food eaten raw is harmful. I'll leave a membrane for the water condenser just in case some water will be needed to cook the food with the electric cooker. Just remember to filter it first. Grab that. There's the insect lure he was talking about. Some more sardines, because, you know, sardines. And boom, boom. I will just wait for him to wake up. I'm sure it'll be fun. Oh, alright, this guy, he's looking, it's just a slight, they just got too much sun. They'll just need to work that off, it'll be alright. Go over in here and hop down. And this is where things start getting a little interesting. So, airship to-do list, so Noah took off with the airship they had, and they were rebuilding one from scratch, and then just died. They couldn't make it. I've been building a new airship for 2 months since that bastard Noah got away with our equipment. If only my workshop hadn't collapsed, I would have already had the airship research completed. Place the rudder, and that's all he got done. He didn't place the fabricator, craft the extractor, extract the wall blocking the workshop, which is over there. Oh, well, anyways. You can kind of guess where this is going, so hang on a sec. Let me just kind of go through the steps of grabbing all these parts. Let me just, you know, pick up this giant fabricator. Just plop this right there. And the very first thing you gotta make is a duck extractor. Oh yeah, here's the insect lure. So put the little lure on there. Lower it down. And you have to be like your ship when you're flying it around, it has to be able to go down into the moth or the area. little like gun thing going on here. It's pretty neat. So whatever you shoot, you're kind of recycling it, right? Well, not kind of, that's exactly what you're doing. You're getting raw materials, so you see... Oh. Like, there's polymers and just garbage basically coming off these buildings. Oh, that's the machine. The fishing. It is, it's really good. So you take like this, there'll be different things you find, but you don't eat it. I'll just, you know, save you the thing there, and just don't eat it, man. It is really fun though. It's a very well made game, and I like the fact that it's where its genesis came from. Like, the team has their heart in the right place. They wanted to make a game that was making a statement about yeah, just, what is that, a pool thing that just went past? Yeah, a pool table thing. Yeah, it's a good game. So you got a little bit of crafting, got a little bit of, there is a story. There's a lot of interesting locations in the game. It's really hard to not talk about this too much without ruining anything. But let's just say, yeah, there's this, yeah. Basically what you got is, here's what the game will be. See that little beacon that's flashing out there? That's a location. When you go there, the beacons are powered by a solid state battery. So you get the batteries, and that's providing you with power until you get further into the game. You can't go up below this green level, so I'm just above death level, right? If I were to descend into this, I'd start taking damage. If you go above this, it starts to clear up, but because it's cleared up, this debris is flying around a lot faster and will actually damage your airship. The height that the airship can go up is dictated by its, I believe, the lift. You'll have like lift fans, and then you have jet engines that work off of processed, I want to say helium or synthetics. It's like a green fuel. So this is the engine right here, but I need the research tool. The research tool is pretty cool, so let me see if I can't show that to you. So let me go in here first. Look at what he said. I managed to repair the research station. There are a few old blueprints preserved on the memory card, but the most important one is the scanner. It is necessary to complete its research and craft it. After that, it should scan certain objects in the world so it can acquire more data for blueprint research. I need a battery to run the device. I dug out this old power box from the ruins, and there should be some more batteries inside. So that's the extra, and that's the solid state he had. Let's see. Anything else here? And then there's the fabrication machine, which apparently you can just pick up and yoink. And then the research station, like, it's a tight fit starting off. You gotta power it with a solid state battery. Go in here and I'm gonna research this, and you have to have the materials, and I actually put like the symbols of what you're using, so it's taking metal and polymer. And this will teach me the blueprint, right? So I'll now know how to make it in the fabricator, right? So now I can make it over here. And this is, you know, of course, number one tool you get the first thing. But it's kind of cool because it goes on your wrist.
Analysis completed. Detected new objects requiring scanning.
So you like scan this thing. This tell you to make an engine. I can scan this. You get all these like entries. Like I can find out who these dead dudes are by scanning them. Everything can be scanned once, and even like debris and stuff, so you understand what's going on. Like why is there a big thing of metal floating through this guy? Oh wow, they're all long. But never mind. Yeah. And this is this dude's workshop. That's basically an energy drink. Poster. More of this weird, like, what's going on with this tree thing, but I'm not gonna ruin it, because any of you guys will probably like this. Right? Yeah. Oh, what is this? Destroyed modeling device. Okay. Oh. And everything you can research. I suppose I should go find out about Bob down here. No. You can scan this wall. All his drawings, all this stuff is kept in, obviously, inside your suit or whatever. If there's anything else I can really scan, I think I might be able to scan this. No. See if I can't move on a little further, and I'll at least get to the point where I can GTFO, like move on. Because that's when the game really gets kind of exciting. Like it starts to, in my opinion, starts to literally open up, and all these really interesting, cool locations where you're seeing like the history of mankind over 400 years trying to survive in this like harsh, crazy, messed up environment. I didn't properly get my thing on. And they nailed it with the crash landing. I mean, it'd be like point on. Okay, so, okay, I'll just put this on the ceiling for now. What else do I need to do? Engine and fuel. And you can see my scanner.
Hydration level is decreasing.
Oh.
Research finalized.
Oops. Does it go if I add water into that, or? I mean, it's pretty interesting that that's running and I don't have any water in it, but... Oh, okay, I guess it is. Yeah, that engine's gonna take a hot minute to... This all becomes less like onerous too as you play along. Like you'll get automatic sort of stuff and filters, and you can just kind of focus on building your airship up if you want. I just like it. It's a nice idea for a game, you know. This condensing water out of... Oh, I see what it's doing. Okay, they changed it. It's you used to put the dirty water in there and it would clean it. So this is pulling water out of the air, basically.
Maximum flight speed increased.
Synthetic fuel.
Printing completed. Printing completed.
Research finalized.
These buildings are pretty funny too, because you can shoot the metal superstructures in the buildings and get them to collapse and stuff. Not like that. This is the wrong side, but if you like on this side, you can kind of see it like that metal gantry. It'll have that rusted metal look. You can take out that stuff, which is kind of funny. Okay, so I guess I need to learn how to make a bottle. Make an extra bottle.
Completed.
And then I need to make a water purifier, which requires synthetics. So your tools do need to be recharged. You eventually get to a point with that. Oh, and the airs. Yeah, the wind will change speed and direction too in the game. So sometimes, like, yeah, you want a gun on either side if you guys are playing. Just tip of advice. It's water purifier. Lure back down. That tool charger. I don't have a circuit board. That's some high-tech stuff
Printing
right there.
completed.
Yeah, it's the water purifier. It's up on the wall right here, and it basically filters it, you know. Big synthetics. Enough to make a cooker yet? That's... The cooker's kind of neat. You need yeah, you need to have water in it. You basically boil it. It gets rid of the impurities of whatever you're trying to eat. Otherwise, if you just eat it, which she just had to remind me of the fact, basically dying.
Printing completed.
Some, oh, I don't have any water. That's right. Need to wait for this to, oh, it is. It's almost done. You basically should always have this thing running. Water in here. And then you throw your stuff and hit boil. Yeah, let's go. You can lock your speed in, and the cool thing is you can actually just step away.
Mission started. Find a cure for the virus. Send it to the space station. Save humanity.
Yeah, no pressure. So no, as long as you're not about to slam into something, you can be flying along and do your little collecting. Hey, welcome back. Fishing while I'm flying along? That's very hilarious. The engines do use fuel, but yeah, I could have another engine on here. But your mass, as you build onto the airship, you have to have the buoyancy for it, so you have to basically build up the mass. And there's all these stories, like all these unique locations all over the place that, like, it's just something was happening. Whoops, I should probably get off the thing there.
Unknown location reached. Unknown location reached. Unknown location reached.
I mean, can you say it again, lady? And I'll just tell you, always bring that gun to bear first on these, like, because you can extract a lot of stuff off here usually. There's usually glass, like there's a glass wall. You have to actually be careful when you're putting the ship down too, because you can damage the ship. See the wind vector there.
Uncharted
it's got a
area.
magnetic
The
lock.
preliminary analysis started. Analysis completed. Detected new objects requiring scanning.
These are the lift engines. So now that's given me enough to start working on plastics, I believe. Garbage collector. Simulator 5000 here. All the different locations are pretty cool though. I mean, obviously not the first one you go to, but I wonder if this one's gonna be lame and have... There'll be environmental things and weird monsters and bugs and... Oh, yeah. This guy's got that same skin condition. It'll be fine. Just need to sleep it off. Oops. Oh, let's not go that way. Boom. When you take this out, there goes the beacon. So that's kind of how I know. Yeah. Yeah. You get used to it though. Like, absolutely you will fall to your death. Like, if you get this, be ready for it. But yeah, like, that's how you can tell if you've been to a location or not. The moment you yoink that out, the beacon's no longer going. Yeah, it's you just get used to it though. Like, and then as your ship builds and you start learning tech, you're able to make like walkways and all, you know, garden, recycling plants. I mean, your ship turns into this big flying, like, I don't know, spaceship, the airship, I don't know. It's very wild. I like it. Do I have to go up another level? No, I think that's it for this. Let's double check. Yeah, you have to look in every, like, nook and cranny. But you never know. Oh, like right there. Almost smells that fuel. Yeah. Yeah, it's trippy, man. Like, if you're afraid of heights, I guess, like, it's probably not the best. I mean, I am. I know that. Like,
Calories level is decreasing.
hey, lady, like, my calorie level's always decreasing. Okay, let's see. Airship builder. So now I know how to make the flashlight, which I need copper for, which you can kind of guess. Like, so I'll pause. Let me pause it here. So you can kind of guess, like, as you upgrade your airship and it enables you to fly at higher altitudes, it starts introducing newer risk, like debris slamming into your ship, and then you gotta like repair the ship with like this nano putty. It's like this, and then there's different types of repair functions. You can increase the speed of your ship. There's all sorts of crazy stuff in the game. I definitely highly recommend it. Like, it's a good game made by good developers, and it's got a good core reason, and the reason being is, you know, they heard about this climate, this city that'll be uninhabitable, and then they're like, that sucks. And then they're like, well, let's make a game about it. And it's a very interesting game as well. Like, if you like exploration, it's definitely, the world is crafted, I believe. I don't think it's like No Man's Sky-ish. The world is crafted, but like I said, right now I don't even have walls. By the way, it's just a holographic thing saying nope, nothing there. Like, all you start off with are these like 2 doors. I mean, your cockpit is sealed. That's it. There's no back. But you can see that the thing that I can build right here is the, you know, the airship builder, right? But I would recommend this. If you guys go to pick this up, research these first, right? Even though it takes one of the parts, by researching it, you're making it so that you can make that part, right? So yeah, okay, I just lost one of those little things. It'll use up some of my solid battery. but now it'll be in my fabricator list, and I can fabricate it all the way up, like plastic scrap. Now I don't need to necessarily always go to one of these types of locations to get scrap. Now you can just produce it in your fabricator.
Research finalized.
Let's see, is there anything else? Yeah, like electrical components, get that knocked out. It looks like 10% battery level per. I think some items take more.
Research finalized.
But let's get the transformer knocked out. I can't destroy this thing.
Research finalized.
Basic turbine. Oh, yeah, different weather conditions, the weather like shift. It's trippy. Yeah, I definitely have my gun on the wrong side. They learn how to make repair patches. So let's do that. Yeah, you have to find it. So the handrails are like, so the fabricator, like in the beginning, it's interesting because they actually address that. So unlike the other game, they're like, this thing only has so much. They had the dude, Noah, who stole the previous airship. He basically really left these guys, you know, with their rears in the wind, because they had to recreate this thing, build it up, and then they only had basic research schematics on it. And see, the crazy thing is, it's not you building the railing, you're having a machine fabricate it, right? So the machine needs to understand that blueprint. So unless you're like a coder, I guess, which you guys most assuredly not, you're like a scientist sent down here to figure out what the hell's going on. But yeah, it's like I said, it's definitely worth it. Oh man, seriously. So like right here, I because I used up an electric component, it's fine. I can make it here, but I need okay, it's not so fine. I need copper, which you may guess that there's other locations. Like I don't know, the two blinking red lights are indicative of a different location. That's a different type of location. Or these are the same kind of variation takes on this. The blinking double yellow lights are definitely another type of location that won't run. Probably won't go past this point because if any of you are actually interested in this, it's absolutely worth it. I would also build a deck on both sides, so you can pick things up. So like you see Zia's and Zebra picks it up, so you can pick it and move it, and it's not like the game penalizes you for it. So if you misplace something, easily fixed. That it is still an EA, but they've come a long ways. The story's really starting to flesh out, and I've not even played the newest update, so I don't know what's up with the current update. But yeah, your airship, it doesn't give it a full impression. It's insane how big you can make these airships. Not to mention the aesthetics. There is an option, and on top of that, they do have DLC for the game right now. But the DLC is, so a little globe of like a dolphin, and they're giving 100% of their proceeds to like wildlife conservation and stuff. That's why I'm saying it's like the kind of company you want to like back, right? Like these are guys that their DLC, like they're putting all the stuff in the game. They're gonna put some nice aesthetics or cool stuff if you want to, plop down like a whopping $5 for an eco thing. So it's a fun game. You definitely get involved in combats. There's combat in the game. There is a lot of research in this game, and we're talking about DNA research. So this is not this is the most basic kind of thing. You definitely tear off from this. When it starts off, you're just in a really bad way. No food, limited water. whatever, but you eventually get to the point where this airship is completely self-sustaining. And yeah, you just go off exploring the world, checking it out. Oh, well, I mean, that just happened. Uh-oh. I don't know what to do now. So, I mean, I think I'm, what's the term I'm looking for? Yeah, up the proverbial creek here. Roll. Well, what could go wrong, right? Oh, no. I know, right? See, I mean, I can fall to my deaths, but there is permadeath in this game, so you imagine playing this game on permadeath? Yeah, right? They do have options, like you could say, unstuck, right? But I'll just show you what happens when you die. You're like, oh no, bleh, dead, right? If you had any viruses, yes, there are viruses, and you have to find cures for the different viruses. Then it respawns you back on your ship, and I think you take a hit to whatever you had on your inventory. Unless you're playing permadeath, in which case you're just dead. So, that's it. Game over, man. So it makes, I guess, probably navigating these things a little more, yeah. Alright guys, well I'm gonna hop off for now. I'm gonna get myself something to eat. I'll be on later, man. It was nice talking to you, Angry, and Robert, and whoever hopped in here a little bit earlier, whoever else is in here. Like I said, I'm just gonna go out with my intro. Yo boy, just kidding. No, you'll never hear that from me. I make my videos as a gamer for gamers. Never gonna accept a sponsorship, and I don't need to worry about the money aspect. I'm not trying to make Patreon buy me a coffee or some crap. I just like to engage with gamers on games that I enjoy playing as I'm playing them. So I do live streams because it's not a job for me. I'm not going to do editing, right? Like do flashy intros and nice, and that's, if you want that, that's like a different channel. But if you want to just, you know, have a safe spot to talk, chat, have some fun, that's what this is all about. So anyways, you guys take care, and I will be on later.